Hello people of YouTube and welcome back. So if anyone watched my quick last short video that I did, people was kind of under the presumption that I had a next video under wraps and planned to put out, but no, it's just a bit of tomfoolery, being a little bit silly with all this stuff that I keep seeing where people promise the earth and never deliver. It was kind of getting like, let's do a stupid video. But anyway, that's this. So yeah, we're going to do a quick short video. And like I said, because people was presumption I was going to do that, I had Gib84 ask me the question going, where the hell's this pickup video? But yeah, so because I'm just going to do a quick one right now. I say a quick one, I've got quite a few things. A little bit of modern and then retro. And then we'll go, well, and something else as well. Something a little bit different, hopefully, if it doesn't ruin things. But anyway, yeah. To honour Gib84 and his Scottish ways, I've got like a pint of iron brew or iron brew. So yeah, cheers guys. So yes, with the procedures out of the way, I have got one huge pickup that I've just picked up on Saturday, and I think she's getting a bit excited. So come on, are you coming up here or what? Hold the fort. Oh dear. I think she just banged her head. But yes, I've got a new doggo who's very excited to get some treats, I think. I'll put some treats down. Oh, they're here, look. So yes, I've rescued a spaniel. So if people know, I used to have a couple of spaniels before. Unfortunately, one of them died and one of them is mainly living at my ex-partner's. She wants a treat. So at the moment, I'm kind of like permanently a dogless person. It's kind of I was kind of happy for a little bit because it was nice to not have that routine, but I kind of missed that routine and the routine that a dog gives you, having nice regular walks and stuff. God, that iron brew's really making me gassy. Sorry about that guys. But yeah, I've rescued a little dog. She's been living outside in a shed all her life. She's 1.5 years old. She's currently called, what's she named? Patch. Currently named Patch. So because she is actually a really good girl, yeah, even though she's never been in the house before, she's slowly starting to learn stairs without freaking out. She just got halfway down them until she did a second ago. So that was quite good. Well done, girl. But yeah, I've been enjoying, I only got her yesterday and I've been enjoying so many good walks. So that's kind of, I'm knackered from it. So that's what I mean. That's why this is just going to be a short and easy sort of like pickup video. So yeah, and I get to show off my little doggo. Yeah, so her name's Patch, and I hate the name Patch. It's a very overused dog name. I hate it. I don't like that kind of a thing. So I kind of reached out to a few people. What should she be called? Pete Fighter said Okamiden, which is Okami 2, as my old dog was called Okami. And she looks, honestly, she's the spit of her, except very different in other ways. But yeah, Okami was Okami. Patch, who she is at the moment, is her own person, so can't be using Okami again. So it's kind of like thinking, do I need to maybe have a name that's quite close to it. I was speaking to Tootie as well because he texted me as I was on my way there to pick her up, and I got a bit excited, and I let him know that I was picking up a doggo because I know he likes dogs as well. So yeah, I mentioned I've not got a name for her yet, and he suggested Kiki, and I was like, I kind of like that. So I looked the name up and it means chaos. So I was like, that might be a bit presumptuous. It might sort of like, what's it called, like forewarning, I can't remember the word is, like where maybe she will be fucking chaos. So far no chaos has ensued just yet, so maybe not quite the great name, but I'm assuming when he said Kiki, he was alluding to like Kiki Kai Kai, which is Pocky and Rocky in the UK, which is a great game. One that I can't afford at the moment, but one day I'm planning to get on the Super Famicom. That would be great. But yeah, she's that kind of name like stuck into my head. And it's on the way to the walk that I was just doing today. I thought, do you know what, Kiki Kai Kai, that is Pocky and Rocky. And I looked it up, make sure Pocky's a girl. I thought it was. And yeah, like I kind of wanted a name that was very similar to Patch. just so she doesn't get too confused and stuff, because she is training. But I was using the name Pocky when I was on the walk, and she was responding to it. So I think I might have a new name for her. So from the Pocky and Rocky fame, she's Pocky. Not the chocolate sweets or the chocolate sticks from Japan, although she does look like one. So maybe I do need to call her Pocky. That's quite nice actually, yeah, because she's got like a light body and a brown head. So yeah, Pocky, I think that's going to be your name. Very strange to start shouting it out at the moment. Pocky is a bit weird, I gotta admit. But yeah, I think that might be her name. So thanks for that, Stu. Like it was like an evolution of a name. I think that's the grounds that you was going for when you mentioned that. So yeah. Anyway, people don't want to talk about dogs, but yeah, she's a lovely girl. She just put her head right on my lap and she just cuddles up. She's a lovely girl. Anyway, pickups. Right, I'm going to do 4 modern games. Got 2 Switch and 2 PS4, and then it's going to be retro. Okay. It's Nintendo, Stu, don't worry, there's a lot of Nintendo here. So first up, a boring pickup. This, I mean, it's the Nintendo Pro controller for the Switch. So yeah, I got a Switch the other day, and yeah, I want a controller to use it on. One that's not just, yeah, that shitty Joy-Con thing. That's terrible. Not opened it yet. Actually, not even open. I can't bother. Everyone's showing these off. Boring. Not opened it yet. I need to. It literally came yesterday. So I've been otherwise involved. So yes, next up we've got, I've had this for fucking ages. I think it was like December I got this. Epic Knight, no, Griffin Knight Epic, the definitive edition. This is from Red Art Games. So this is number 897 of 3000. I used to have the PS4 version of this. I say used to, literally last week, because I got this. I was like, I was intentionally buying this to resell, but this hasn't really got much value to it. It's like 60 quid if you want to buy it on the aftermarket. So I thought, do you know what? I'll put the PlayStation 4 one on for sale on eBay. Put it up for 200 quid. There was a few on there that was 250. And I got offer for 180, and I thought, do you know what? Why the hell not? I paid like 30 quid for it, if that, and got 180 quid back. So yeah, I've got the game. I've played the game. I played it on Steam. It's terrible. It's not worth 30 quid. So yeah, it's a shmup. I like the idea of it. It's sort of like a medieval style griffins and stuff like that style shooter that you go through like all the ages, but it's just it's like proper stiff, very slow paced. It's got like a unique feature where you can like go left and right, so all the pickups that you need and stuff you can get, find all the secrets and stuff, but it's just such a slow, boring game. Sorry guys, it's kind of like a not bad looking game, which is a shame, to be honest. But yeah, I'm happy just to have it on the Switch for what, again, probably 30 quid. So I actually bought this like January or February last year, so way before I had the Switch. And like I say, it was literally just to flip a game. But obviously, I think what it is there was a lot lower print number for the PlayStation 4 one. So yeah, that's why it's not as valuable. And it must have been on like Metal Jesus Rocks. Next up, another Red Art game. In fact, it came with that Clockwork Aquario. I was going to call it Clockwork Knight then. Clockwork Aquario. This is Weststone's last game. It was in development for, I think, 20 odd years. Basically, it got cancelled and then it got started again. So they ironed out all the bugs and finished the game. So it's basically an arcade game at heart. So you're looking at like a 30-minute game, I believe. It's not a long game at all, but it looks really fun. You can get it quite cheap on the online store. Probably worth just doing that, to be fair. But yeah, really good game. I think it's actually got into the record, what's it called, the Guinness Book of Records, I saw, as the longest game in development. So they won that award. So if anything, it's an award-winning game. Is it award-winning? Record-breaking game, that's the one. But yeah, but the guys that did Wonder Boy, totally different game. It looks really good. Still not played it yet. I don't know why. It's a short game. Maybe I should. Do you know what? After this, I'm going to play this because my 52 game challenge, has gone rock bottom. Not played anything for 2 weeks. Although I did play this recently. I played this in January. Played a game that I'm showing. That is very unusual. It is Hunt Showdown. No, Hunt Down. Sorry, Hunt Showdown. Hunt Down. So I've been wanting this for a long time. I was kind of hoping for like a price drop before I got it, because even though it's not expensive, it was like 22 quid. I'm tight. My sort of like level of like buying games, like standard releases, are like 15 quid or lower. So I thought it'll drop down to that price in no time. But what I didn't know is it come in this funky like box, and it was Addy Sneaker Freak that told me about that. And as soon as he told me, I was like, right, I've got to get that, because I know usually when the prices start dropping, they'll ditch the box and just have it as a single thing. So yes, I've not paid much money. I'm just, like I say, I'm just a tight ass. Opens up very uniquely. Don't really have this on many other games. But we've got 3 pins, and we've got an instruction manual, because people need to know about all this. So yeah, colour manual, pretty cool, very cool in fact. But yeah, that's the packaging, and it's nothing compared to the game. The game is an absolute love letter to 80s movies. So many sort of like nods, so everything is sort of like pointed towards like a movie franchise or a game where it's like sort of named after, or there'll be like little quotes all the time. But like, that's one thing, but the actual game itself, it's a very pixel art game. I don't know if you can see the background. Very pixelated game, 2D running gunner. Fantastic. The game running gunning is good. It is like probably above average, but the world building is like phenomenal. Music, great, above average, 9 out of 10. But yeah, the world building, like, people like sort of like shy away from like 2D pixelated games because they're very cut and paste. This isn't. This is like every screen is made to be for that screen basically. So yes, obviously there will be some cut and paste bits, but yeah, there's just signs all everywhere. Everything's like moving. It's just a beautiful game. You can complete in a couple of hours, and yeah, really worthwhile getting. Like I say, 20 odd quid I think for this beautiful package. The Switch version, you're not getting a look in. It just comes with just the box. So yeah, you Switch owners, you're missing out. Get the PlayStation 4 one, play it on a decent system, and get some achievements, man. So yeah, that's the that's the modern out the way. Let's have a bit of Vimto, bit of an Iron Brew. Cheers, Gib. This is for you. So yeah, I did my NES collection the other day, and obviously when you do a collection video, you then realise the holes that are in your collection, and it's a sort of a system that I've kind of like put on the back burner for so long. So it's been like I've forgotten about some of the stuff that I do have and what I don't have. So yeah, because of that, I went straight on eBay straight after, and funny enough, oh sorry, if you've not watched the collection video, I kind of predominantly collect for NTSC games. I actually don't have a PAL system, so the only way I can play PAL games is on a Retro Freak. So I collect NTSC mainly, just because they play better, and because it kind of stops me from just going out and just buying willy-nilly, because obviously NTS games are a bit few and far between over this way. But yeah, funny enough, the weekend or the days when I put up the video, someone was selling an NTSC collection, and I was like, oh my god, it's like fate. Loads of absolutely fantastic games. Batman Returns, the one that's like a 2D fighter brawler, that was on there. What else was a Monster Party, Kiwi, what's it called, Kiwi Craze, which is New Zealand Story, which is a fucking expensive game, and it didn't sell for expensive. Yeah, loads of games that I really wanted, and I watched them, and I got to work, and I was finishing, and I got busy, and I forgot to like bid, because there's no point bidding like an hour or two before. You have to do it in the last few seconds, of course you do. So I missed them all. I was absolutely heartbroken. Although I do know someone who's got a couple of them, so well done, site, you bugger. But yeah, because of that, I was kind of like kicking myself and very disappointed. I was like, I felt like I was going to win a few, at least a handful of these, just to kind of get that like fix that we all need as retro collectors. But yeah, it wasn't to be. And I went on eBay and I was like, right, well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Just want to buy one, because the thing is, all the buy it nows, they're all like twice the price of what they should be, if not more. So it's like they're not worth it. So for me, I was at that point that I was ready to buy it now. And that isn't like me. But yeah, I did get this, and this was a buy it now. It was up for 120 quid, but I gave them an offer, and we countered, and I got it. And I was like, oh, I felt really dirty because it was a little bit more than what I wanted to pay. But like I say, I just needed that fix. But there is some good stuff in here. And we'll start off with what it came in. It was a job lot of NES games. And it came in this funky NES cartridge box holder. Bit dusty in the top, so it needs a bit of a clean. It's got a Nintendo sticker on the front, so I don't think this is official. I think someone just stickered it up. I don't really know if anyone knows about this box. I'm assuming it's sort of like I can't remember what the brand was back in the day that used to make these. But yeah, it actually is purposely built for NES carts. So shall we open it up? It's sort of like what's it when they open that briefcase and it's like full of gold? Makes a bit of a noise. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So yes, all of them come with slip covers, so that is fantastic. I need to get some more, but people charge silly money for them. So I've not looked in here for a bit, so I can't fully remember what all of these games are, so bear with me. Apologize for this. So first up, oh sorry, as well, I'll prefix this as well, I don't own any of these games. These are all new to me, so that's what it was like, a perfect bundle. You don't get money bundles like that when you start collecting. But yeah, first up we've got Tetris, the almighty Tetris, and it comes with a nice little manual. Like I say, all these, I hope, actually I've not even checked. Yeah, USA. So staple game. Like I say, I mean, I'm not going for every game. So I'm not, unless it's like rock bottom prices, I won't go for it. But in a bundle, I'm so pleased to get Tetris, because let's face it, Tetris is a pretty good game. In fact, it's in someone's top 10 recently. Next up, we've got a nice Capcom game here. We've got, I'm just double checking, it's American. It is American, and it is The Little Mermaid. So yes, they all look very well kept as well so far. Pins are clean and everything. But yeah, The Little Mermaid, yeah, you probably are like having a bit of a laugh here, but if you don't know, you don't know. Bit of biggie. Well, where's my train of thought there? See what I mean? I'm knackered. That COVID proper took a number out of me. So I'm going off topic here. But yeah, that COVID, I think, has taken a proper number on me. I don't know if any of you guys have had it, but I feel like since it's been 2 weeks since I've kind of like been able to go out into the free world. Yeah, feeling very dehydrated from it. I went out last weekend and it absolutely annihilated me for ages. So yeah, my lips are so dry, everything is, yeah, I'm falling to pieces. But but we've got The Little Mermaid, and it's a shmup, so very loosely based shmup. It's sort of like a water like an underwater level style shmup, I suppose. So it's a little bit slower than a normal shmup, but it's a bit faster than like a Mario underwater level, and then you blow bubbles at like the enemies. So yeah, it's obviously for girls, but what I played of this in the past, it was all right. So I'm quite pleased to get this. So yeah, what I paid for all of this makes all of these games like under 10 quid each. It's between 9 and 10 quid each, I think. And I got a free carry case. I'm kind of tempted to resell this, get like maybe 20 quid back, and then probably spend it on more crap that I don't need, because I would like to display it, but it's a very boring display piece, isn't it? And I'm not going to keep my games in it, so I don't know. What do you think? Next up, we've got Data East Karate Champ, one that we didn't actually get over here. I'm trying to think what this is. I'm thinking, what is it called? Obviously, everyone knows this. I know, like, the actual arcade has got, like, it's not like a horizontal screen, it's like a tape style screen. But I keep thinking it's like, what's it? I keep wanting to call it Ninja, but something. Yeah, I can't really remember what Karate Champ is, but I'm kind of happy to get. I like Data East, so it's nice to have a Data East game in the collection, so maybe a subset along the way. Next up, we've got Back to the Future 2 and 3. Now, not too sure about this one, what this is, because it's 2 and 3. In the UK, I'm sure it was just Back to the Future 2, and that's sort of like a skateboarding style shmup. But I can't really, is that the same game? Is this the same game, but it's 2 and 3? I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually need to have a look into this, because I want to know myself. But again, I'm actually quite pleased I've got a Back to the Future game. Definitely will give this a quick blast at one point. Yeah, I'm so pleased. I've not had a nice Nintendo fix like this for a while. A game that I wouldn't normally get. I think this is like a platformer. I believe the Angry Video Game Nerd made a video on this. In fact, I think there's quite a few of them in here, to be fair. Yeah, I'm sure he did it. He definitely did it on Back to the Future 2. Not sure if it was the same game as that though. But we've got the Untouchables. But it's an ocean game. So yeah, again, another game that we didn't get over the UK. So that's, for me, I prefer to get all them, because these are all new games into my collection. Although I did have a few like random American games. They were just so underscript, a bit like this, that yeah, I forgot what they are. I believe there's 2 different versions of the Untouchables, if I remember correctly. Am I wrong? Not on the NES, but like I think like in the 8-bit sphere, there's 2, like they play totally different. Next up, again, I'm not too sure what this game is, but again, really pleased to get it, because it's one that I've always been interested in. It's Mad Max. Like I say, these carts are flipping banging. They're almost like repros. Might have to open them up. But who the hell would repro Mad Max? I mean, I don't know if there's any. Again, I don't really know what the values are of these, but I tend to find just low-level American NES games tend to go for about 10 quid loose, and that doesn't include that as well. So I feel like I've got a good, not like an amazing deal, but a very good deal. Very good deal. Next up, we have got Phantom Fighter. Again, another game that we didn't get over here in the UK. I'm not sure. I don't think the Nerd has done one of these. But yeah, this is sort of like a one-on-one fighter. But then it's got like story in between it all, if I remember correctly. Like I say, I just pressed buy because it was basically a couple of games I wanted. Little Mermaid and Tetris, and one that's coming. Back to the Future was one as well. But yeah, Phantom Fighter. Bit of a random game. I think it's shit, to be honest. Sorry, it's rubbish. Sorry, pound for the swear jar. I've just been watching, who was he called? Clinty McFly. So yeah, bit of another Back to the Future reference. Yeah, his incredible Master System. He did an amazing Master System pickup, and I've got like this crappy NES one. But yeah, another game that I kind of wanted. Goonies 2. Honestly, not a big fan of this game. I kind of wanted to like it. I really did. Really wanted to like this one. I played it back in the day. It's sort of like a game, sort of like an 8-bit micro style platform adventure. But the bit that really frustrates me is when you go through a door to the next level, you go through this sort of like first person maze style game. And it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, mate. I just can't get to the next bit. I really can't. But I suppose YouTube is a lot better tool than it was back in the day when I played this. Like I say, this was when I first started collecting NES when I last played this. So maybe I might play it alongside like a YouTube video to see how to get through it. So yeah, next up, the game that I wanted. So I think this game tends to be between 20 and 30 quid. I alluded to this when I did my pickups video, not pickups, my collection video, that I actually was hoping this was going to be in there because I can remember passing on a couple of good deals for this, like for 20 quid or something. So to get this in this bundle, I'm buzzing. And do you know what? This is in absolutely amazing condition as well. Probably better condition than the ones that I nearly bought in the past. And that game is Ninja Gaiden 2. Now, I used to have this boxed back in the day. So it's a bit, I would love to have the box, but I'm so pleased just to get the cart again. These games are flipping rock solid. I actually played this the other day, played Ninja Gaiden 1 the other day, and I played it on like the Switch, and I found it really hard, like in a different way than what I felt like on the NES. I think it's just because that NES controller is so perfect, so one-to-one with like how you're playing it. So I think I think I might actually get an NES controller for the Switch to play the old like SNES, well not SNES games, but like the NES games and stuff, because you just need to. But the thing is, at the same time, I think it's because you need this. You need the CRT to play these properly. Honestly, they just play so much better, I feel. Yeah, I just couldn't get very far in it, and I've never like died on the first level before, and I was on the Switch. So yeah, this is a good game. I can't remember if it was better than the first one. I had, like I say, I played it. I just can remember it being rock hard. The old bloody hard, but yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2, the pickup, like I've not done this in any order, like literally this is the first time I'm getting him out. And then definitely, I'm sure this was what's his name, the Nerd's last one of his last videos that he made recently, and I actually think this might actually have a bit of value to it. I'm not sure, might have to check. Again, one that never came out here in the UK, and it is Darkman. So I actually watched the film of this recently as well. Never watched it before. I can remember when I went to America when I was a kid, when obviously this was around. I can remember it being advertised absolutely everywhere, but then never really saw anything about it after that. When I came home, I saw that it was in the cinema, but there was no hype about it. It wasn't too bad a film, actually. I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, not bad. And anyway, the game, it's a platformer. It's been on the Nerd channel, so obviously that tells you something. It's got this is probably the worst condition cart as well. In fact, it's got Yid. Someone's wrote Yid on the back. So one for all you Yids. But yeah, that is the pickup that I got. Like I say, less than £9 a cart. I think that is a cracking deal. To say that it came with this case, I actually didn't realise it came with the case. So when it came, I was like, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So I'm going to show you a little sneak preview of what my next video is going to be. So I'm going to get, let's not put all these in here one by one. So what is in the, here lies in this box is what I'm going to do. A quick sort of like playthrough, unboxing and showing of this. 4 or 5 games in here, but we're only going to feature 4 of them, and there's a reason why, and I'm kind of interested. I can't wait to play this. So if anyone knows the symbol there, you might have a guess what this is. You might not know what this is, but yeah, absolutely can't wait to open this. And this cost me a lot of money, so